Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and I'm on to talk about the exciting news of a utility token that will be used to help support PulseDrip. Now, remember, nothing I say is financial advice, and you should always do your own research. But Eric and Matt, the developers behind PulseDrip, gave us some alpha. H2O is the new token or utility token that'll help support PulseDrip. And in this post right here, they basically say just like the hydrogen and oxygen atoms in water come together to form a powerful bond, our new token H2O is all about fostering strong connections. So, again, we've said time and time again what we like about this team is like the branding, right? The branding of H2O and kind of like connecting the dots and putting all this stuff together, right? And then the team went ahead on and said, hey, we're going to show the community the H2O white paper so they know about the new addition and the utility token that will be launched on Monday. So you have a little bit of insight of kind of what you're getting into. Now, what I'm going to do is show like a quick demo of how the bond works and how it's used to create H2O. But once you create that bond, you can also accumulate more H2O by using the bond. And it's essentially you got to have some PLS to create the bond. It's pretty straightforward demo. So let's kind of take a look at it. So there's the bonds on the left there. That'll be the new addition, and then you're gonna enter in like your PLS here. So 200,000 PLS will be entered here, which is pretty cool. And then essentially you hit your bond there, and then at the bottom of the screen, you'll show your new bonds that are created for your H2O, right? And then on the back end, the PLS is used to buy some of that PDRIP, right? And then also some of that PDRIP is used to buy some of that H2O, which in turn, I believe like a small percentage of that is burning the supply of H2O. So again, that is pretty awesome to see, kind of like the mechanics behind it. And Matt also said the longer the bond stake you have of your H2O, the more rewards that you'll get paid up to that 200%. So let's kind of take a quick look at the white paper. It says H2O, our innovative token that pays up to 4% daily. It says H2O, our utility token, is an essential to our ecosystem as water itself. Each H2O token is backed by PDRIP, ensuring strength and stability. So again, PDRIP will be providing liquidity for H2O on the back end. Now, again, you as the user who's on the front end, all you're going to see is PLSN to create the bond and then your stake for your H2O. Now, if you unharvest your stake, then it kind of takes your percentage of your reward, your daily rewards down. That's kind of how it was explained to me. So, and it says here, we've implemented a 5% burn tax to reduce supply over time. And there's a straightforward maximum supply of 1 billion tokens. So there'll be 1 billion H2O tokens, and then that supply will gradually decrease over time, right? So probably cool to maybe grab some early because over time that supply is going to be dwindling down. And then, there's some more information here, and it says kind of how it works. PLS coins required to create a bond, which we saw in the video. You'll need PLS coins. These act as your entry ticket into the world of bonds, right? So again, you're doing that bond of H2O, right? You're bonding that essentially is kind of how it works. There's a 10% deposit fee. When you create a bond, there's a 10% deposit fee applied. This fee helps support the sustainability of the ecosystem. So my guess is that 10% deposit would probably go back to H2O, but we will need to get confirmation from Hustleman Matt there. And then it says here, earn H2O daily. Once your bond is created, it starts earning you H2O tokens. The base rate is a solid 0.5 daily. steadily accumulating your H2O rewards. Then it says here, up to 200% return. Your bond can earn you H2O tokens up to a maximum return of 200%. That's a fantastic opportunity for passive growth, right? So, the example Matt uses said if you buy like $100 worth of tokens, you could probably get up to 200% of the token amount, whatever equivalent that would be, right? So that's definitely bullish. And again, you also have to factor in price appreciation of the H2O token price itself. So you could essentially go from having like, putting in $100, and let's say the price appreciates, you could potentially end up with like 2 grand. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of depends on your different price points of when you bought it and how far the price kind of goes up, which is cool here. And then it says unlock extra rewards with H2O's deposit and hold bonuses. Right? It says we're all about making your journey with H2O bonds even more rewarding. That's why we've got not one but two fantastic bonuses lined up for you. And it says deposit bonus. Deposit big, earn big. Any deposit of 35 million PLS or more will receive a whopping 3.5 million PLS bonus added to their bond at the time of the creation. Wow, so that's massive. It says it's our way of saying thank you for your commitment to our ecosystem. Okay, so if you're coming in, pretty nice, coming in pretty heavy, I want to say that's roughly a little over 2 grand. I'm thinking, if I'm feel free to go back and check the math, but probably a little over 2 grand, which would be kind of equivalent to that 35 million PLS. But you would get like a bonus of 3.5 million, right? And then the hold bonus. The longer you hold, the faster you earn. With our hold bonus, your base rate increases by 1% by 0.1% every 24 hours, printing an exhilarating 4% daily. Once you harvest any pending rewards, all bonds are reset to the base rate, so keep this in mind for maximizing your gains. These bonuses are designed to supercharge your bonding experience. So it kind of sounds like the longer you kind of hold your bonds, the more of the payout you will get. So again, cool branding here. And then, the branding up here, that's kind of like a bond paper. Kind of Matt kind of put that together. But again, I mean, it's well thought out. Eric and Matt, they work together and kind of come up with these exciting concepts to kind of pump PulseDRIP. And if we're looking at PulseDRIP, I mean, boom, we're up to like $22. Like I was looking like a couple of hours ago, it was $20. And because of this news, we've essentially mooned up to 2207, and we're now up to 1,120 faucets, right? Circulating supply has dwindled down to 10,864, right? So this is going to be a big deal because, again, we understand that the PLS all you'll see on the front end is that PLS going to make the bond to get your H2O, and you're just kind of accumulating that H2O over time. On the back end, the PLS is buying PDRIP, right? And then the PDRIP is supporting H2O, which a percentage of that H2O will be burned. PDRIP will also be kind of providing that liquidity to H2O, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how it works. PLS on the back end, the PLS will go to buy back some of that PDRIP. PDRIP will be used to buy some of that H2O, which will kind of help with the price appreciation. PDRIP being the liquidity provider for H2O will also help pump the price. And then there will be burning of that supply. Like, every transaction, it'll be some burning. So this is awesome stuff. So, it's kind of a lot to think about. So, if you're getting in, on Monday and potentially buying some of that H2O, put some of that aside. But the end goal is, at the end of the day, as long as you are in the post-strip ecosystem, you're going to be fine. Whether you just have a faucet and you're earning daily, right? This new mechanic is going to help support post-strip, right? Also, you get another passive income play with H2O. So if you're going to have some PLS ready, buy H2O. It's another passive income play in which you're going to have a crazy ecosystem of passive income. Post-strip, H2O, the gardens, Aquablaze, all of that is just going to be a snowball effect and essentially be a monster and a printer, right? So, for the most part, for me, I'm feeling pretty good about H2O and the potential that it could have. And here's the thing, guys, with Post Trip is sitting, I want to say it was like $100 million market cap, and not everybody knows about it still. That's the crazy part, is like, it's just like this. It's turned into this little engine that's now a freight train. And people are just not, they haven't been looking at Post Trip, but rest assured there's going to be a time and place where they're going to have to look and say, this is one of the stronger DeFi protocols, not only on Post-Train, but also in DeFi as a whole. And with these new token launches, it is also, it creates a buzz, because I would imagine there's going to be more people kind of hopping into H2O and it's like, oh, what is this? How can I get into H2O, and how can I pump my bags and earn some passive incomes, right? All of this stuff, H2O, right? Get passive income with bonds with H2O, right? Your faucet, right? Getting that 1% per day. Your garden, where you get 300% APR on your stakes within the garden. Aquablaze, where it's PLS in, PLS out, and you essentially win PLS rewards. This is like snowballing into a not only is this a strong foundation, but this is snowballing into like a absolute juggernaut and a monster. So feel excited about Post Strip's future. Feel excited about H2O and how it's going to help support Post Strip with that buy pressure, but also Post Strip kind of acting as a liquidity provider for H2O, and also a percentage of that Post Strip is used to kind of buy that H2O and create more buy pressure there. So that's pretty much it for me today. I just wanted to kind of hop on and talk about that, and kind of where we're sitting. So thanks for listening, and thanks for stopping by.